The gong echoes, the lights dim, and the arena holds its breath as The Undertaker steps into the ring, a shadow of death itself. But in 2025, the Phenom, long retired, names the one man who could have pulled him back from the grave for one final war: Gunther, the ring general. It's a dream match that will never happen, but the mere thought of it sets the wrestling world ablaze with what could have been. The Undertaker has been gone from the ring since 2020, his black hat and trench coat retired after a career that defined an era. From the streak at WrestleMania to battles with legends like Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and Kane, he became more than a wrestler. He was a myth, a force that shaped WWE for 3 decades. Now, at 60, he's a Hall of Famer, a podcaster, a storyteller, sharing his wisdom on 6 Feet Under. But when he sat across from Gunther, the former World Heavyweight Champion, something stirred in the dead man. A spark, a flicker of the old fire as he looked into the eyes of a man who embodies the same relentless, brutal spirit that made him a legend. "If I had anything left in the tank, you're the one guy that I would consider coming out of retirement to work with," he told Gunther, his voice heavy with respect. Gunther, the Austrian powerhouse, is no ordinary superstar. At 38, he's carved a path through WWE with a style that feels ripped from another era, methodical, punishing, and unapologetically physical. His 666-day reign as Intercontinental Champion was a masterclass in dominance, a record that stood as a testament to his ability to make every match feel like a fight for survival. From his wars with Sheamus to his title defenses against Drew McIntyre and Ilya Dragunov, Gunther turned the Intercontinental belt into a symbol of supremacy. When he stepped up to the World Heavyweight Championship in 2024, he carried that same era, ruling SmackDown until CM Punk dethroned him at SummerSlam 2025, just days before The Undertaker's podcast aired. This is the heart of Alpha War Room, stories of warriors who leave it all in the ring and the respect they earn from legends. If you're part of our Fight family, hit that subscribe button to dive deeper into the soul of wrestling. The Undertaker's words weren't just praise, they were a coronation. "From the moment that I saw you at Clash at the Castle, I was like, dang, I would have loved to have worked with you," he said, recalling Gunther's 2022 brutal match against Sheamus. That night in Cardiff, Wales, Gunther and Sheamus waged a war that left the crowd breathless, their chops echoing like gunshots through the arena. It was a match that felt like it belonged in the Undertaker's era, a throwback to the days when wrestling was less about flash and more about fight. Gunther's stiff strikes, his mat-based grappling, his ability to tell a story through pain. It was everything The Undertaker built his career on. "You should have gotten your shit together a little sooner and got here quicker," The Undertaker joked, a rare smile breaking through his gravelly tone. "But it would have been really good. I might have put you over. We'll never know now, but the match itself would have been awesome." Imagine it, The Undertaker versus Gunther. The bell tolls, the lights flicker, and the dead man rises from the shadows to face the ring general. 2 men cut from the same cloth, staring each other down across the ring. The Undertaker's supernatural presence, his chilling aura against Gunther's cold, calculated brutality. A chokeslam met with a powerbomb, a tombstone countered by a lariat. The crowd would be on its feet, torn between the legend of the past and the force of the present. Both men share an old-school philosophy, a belief that wrestling is about storytelling through physicality, not just high spots. The Undertaker's matches were wars of attrition, from his Hell in a Cell battles to his casket matches. Gunther's bouts are no different, each one a grueling test of endurance, like his 2023 trilogy with Drew McIntyre or his 2024 classic with Randy Orton. It's a dream match that would have been less about spectacle and more about soul, a clash of titans built on respect and pain. Gunther's rise to this moment wasn't overnight. Born Walter Hahn in Vienna, Austria, he honed his craft in Europe's independent scene, particularly in Germany's WXW promotion, where he became a star under the name Walter. His matches were clinics in hard-hitting wrestling, earning him a cult following among fans who craved authenticity. When he signed with WWE in 2019, he brought that same intensity to NXT UK, dominating as champion for 870 days, the longest reign in the brand's history. By the time he hit the main roster in 2022, he was Gunther, a name that carried weight, a man who made opponents flinch with a single chop. His Intercontinental Championship run, starting in June 2022, redefined the title's prestige, with defenses that felt like main events. When he won the World Heavyweight Championship in 2024, it was no surprise. Gunther was born to dominate. But SummerSlam 2025 was a setback. CM Punk, the returning rebel, ended Gunther's reign in a match that left fans buzzing and critics divided. The loss stung, a rare crack in the ring general's armor. Yet, just days later, The Undertaker's endorsement landed like a lifeline, a reminder that true greatness isn't measured by one night. "You're the one guy," The Undertaker said, his words a beacon for Gunther in a moment of doubt. For a man who's built his career on being the best, that praise from a legend was a validation stronger than any title. It placed Gunther in rare company, alongside the likes of Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and Brock Lesnar, men The Undertaker chose to create magic within the ring. The Undertaker's retirement in 2020 was a moment of closure for wrestling fans. His final match, his cinematic Boneyard match against AJ Styles at WrestleMania 36, was a fitting end, a blend of his theatrical roots and gritty physicality. Since then, he stayed true to his word, resisting the urge to return despite countless calls for one more match. His body, battered by 30 years of chokeslams, tombstones, and dives over the top rope, has earned its rest. But Gunther, with his commanding presence and relentless style, stirred something in the dead man, a fleeting temptation to loose up the boots one last time. "The match itself would have been awesome," he said, and you can hear the longing in his voice, the what-if that lingers in every fan's mind. For Gunther, this endorsement is a turning point. Coming off his SummerSlam loss, he's at a crossroads, a former champion looking to reclaim his place at the top. The Undertaker's words are a reminder of his potential, a call to keep pushing, to keep fighting. Fans are already imagining his next chapter, a rematch with Punk, a feud with Braun Breaker, or a clash with Cody Rhodes. Gunther's style, rooted in discipline and destruction, resonates with the same fans who cheered The Undertaker through his darkest days. Both men share a rare ability to make every move matter, to turn a wrestling match into a story of survival. Though we'll never see The Undertaker versus Gunther, the dream lives on, a testament to the respect that binds one generation of warriors to the next.